So I'm running back to the raft right now, and it's hailing. It's a hailstorm. This game is so dope. Look at that. A little piece of the hail are sticking around. That's so cool. So we're starting off episode 8 here in the hailstorm on the raft. Oh yeah. That is just wicked. Look at that. Oh, this game, man. This game. Awesome. So, here we got the map. So we're gonna go west. We're gonna go check this out. Home's down here. And we're gonna go see what this little landmass is all about and what's going on over here. So kind of opening up a little more of the map, seeing what our surroundings are like. And yeah, we're digging it. Yeah. Alright, here we go. Another exploration. We have entered the Foglands. There's a big old mountain right there. I can barely see anything. Wow. That is sweet. So it looks like a bauxite gravel and something else gravel kind of mountain. That's pretty wild. The wind is whipping. So that's the island we're going by right there. Landmass. Doesn't look like there's anything really interesting on it. I don't see any traders or anything, so I guess we'll go ahead and we'll pass this one by. But looks like it's got some epic caves on it. Maybe we won't pass this one by. All right, we got to poke our head inside, see if there's anything we can see. So I'm gonna check this one out. Off the raft. Of course, the fog, we can't see anything. Okay. Whew. Hello? Hello, my friend. Alright, nothing crazy. Just a couple little outcroppings in the rock. Man, this fog is intense. So yeah, looks like we have limestone, we got chalk, we got bauxite. So, cool. Alright, don't see any exposed ores or anything. See if there's anything over here. Nah. We're gonna hop back on the boat and keep on trucking. Yeah, this island just has some massive rocky mountains and stuff. The whole island is just vertical. That's wild. Crazy. Look at it up there. Yeah, it looks cool though. Can't really live here. Always actually wanted to try to make like a cliff base, or like make it out of a rock face, or dig into it. I don't know. Maybe we'll make a little pirate base. Ooh, what is this? What do we have here? It looks like some coal. Some coal holio. You know what? It'd be kind of a pain to get to it up there, but we're just gonna go ahead and BC black coal. So I don't know. Maybe one day might feel like coming down back and getting that. And that looks like flax. We're gonna make a pit stop. The last stop we made, I was able to pick up some flax there too. gonna help out the farm back home. Cool. Couple more seeds. Is that good up there? While I'm here, let's take a quick little look. Man, what a land formation. And nothing in there. All right. So I'm going to cruise through the night again and pop back in if there's anything cool. So I was cruising along. We're just came from over there up to over here. It's nighttime, but it's a calm rift activity night. So I found a trader. Just wanted to check him out. Hello there. So it's another artisan trader. Cool. So another spot to sell gems. Another spot to get cool storage vessels. Okay. So I'll go ahead and mark that up. That's beeswax too. That's kind of cool. All right. Yep. So another trader on the map. Another resource for us. So it's 2 o'clock in the morning. I found a bunch of ruins over here. So it's just north of where the where that trader is that we found. So I'm gonna check these out. See if there's anything interesting. So it does look like we found a cracked farming vessel. And it had cattails and feathers in it. Okay, cool. We got another boner soil. So let's push that up. Alright, not bad. Let's see what else we get. Okay, so I just did some major league digging here. We're in this one. And found this little thing here. Kind of looks like a ladder or something. So hopefully a cool little treasure room. A little something room. Okay. Nope. Not much of a room, but looks like we got a cracked vessel. Gotta get this crap out of my way so I can walk in there. Ruined chest. Sometimes those have things in them if you break them. And a tool vessel with stone tools. Do not want. Okay. Well, that was something. And we got this one over here, which I'm going to go inspect right now. So that was those ruins. All explored fully. So not really anything cool. That one vessel, that one little room, or two vessels, one little room. But all right, we're gonna keep chugging along, see what else we can find. So I've done a pretty bitchin' explore here. Just kind of cruised around, checked out what was around us from the sea. So I did. We were up here. I just kind of cruised down here just to see if there's any traders or anything. Couldn't really find one. So we're just gonna hop back over here and hop back home and kind of mess around with our spoils and stuff. Did get some seeds. We got 13 flax seeds, so we're gonna fill up that garden pretty good. I do have, oh, there's some more flax seeds. So got onions, more turnips, got spelt, rye, all the good stuff. So yeah, we're gonna mosey on home and yeah, guess we'll do a little work on the house since we haven't been there in a couple days, so it'll be nice. So here's a dumb little pro tip I do when I'm rafting around. So I've got a business card. I've folded it into fourths long ways, and I hold down the W key, slip the business card between the W and the S, and it holds down the W key. So you don't have to hold down the key the whole time when you're going. And you can still hit the D and the A key to move. You can hit the inventory key, so like it's all good. Just a little hack to fucking so you're not holding down the W key for like 30 minutes straight. So yeah, just want to let you guys know that. All right, my friends, we are just about back home. Let's just pull that raft in just like a boss. There we go. Okay. Well, we're here, back home. Let's go ahead and unload some of the spoils here. We're going to take them and them. So I grabbed quite a bit of red currant and black currant bushes. The only other ones I found were like cranberries, but I didn't grab any of them. So like I said, I kind of wanted to just kind of randomly fill in some of this stuff here. So I am going to expand it that way, so I'm not going to put any berry bushes here. But I think that'll be cool. And we can actually trim those down a little bit too. Yeah, that'll be neat. Sure. Never really done it that way, but that might be kind of cool. So you can like trim them down to little squares and stuff, and they'll still give you berries. But okay, awesome. There we go. That makes it look like a little hidden garden. We can actually double them up too. Not there. There we go. Berries for days. Should probably pick that up. Alright, we'll just put that there for now. Okay, let's check out the chest. See what else we got. Let's see. Got our 10 ores, so. Let's go ahead and stash everything we don't need right now. I'm gonna do some inventory management, then I'll come back and we'll check out some of the ores and do some planting. Alright, let's see how much tin we got. So that's a bountiful chunk. It's just 20 units of tin. So yeah, I got me 8 chunks on that one. And this one is a rich chunk. 15 units. Okay, cool. So we got 17 units of tin. It's not much, but it's a start. And we didn't have to go mining for it. So I'll go ahead and stash that in the ore box. Let's grab the hoe and let's do a little hoeing. So really the only thing I'm going to worry about right now is flax. That's going to be my #1 priority. I'm going to put down all the flax seeds that we got. And then if there's room for anything else, we'll put that down. But like I said, right now, flax is numero uno. I haven't really thought about what what's going to be the next thing we get into, but we'll have some time to figure that out. But we got our first boner soils. I think we'll probably finish off the night by doing a little panning. So I haven't done any panning at all whatsoever in this playthrough. Okay, so next, I love onions. Onions are great. And I also like carrots. So I like onions and carrots because they're very heat resistant. So each crop has like a heat and a cold tolerance. Some crops, like turnips, are not heat resistant at all. So a lot of times, especially if you're around close to the equator, it's going to be pretty warm. And, you know, so if you look at that, heat resistance till 27 degrees Celsius. But if you look at something like spelt, which I believe is the same as onions, it's a heat resistant up to 40 degrees Celsius. So your crops will get a debuff if it's like too hot or too cold. So just something to look out for when you're planting. So a lot of times I'll save the turnips. Turnips are great because they have such a short grow time. So you have instant food. So I mean, it's not really a huge hindrance. Getting that the less crops out of it because you harvest when it's like heat stroked. But a lot of times I'll save and plant turnips kind of later in the day or later in the year. Kind of wait till September or something to put them down. Just so they're not in the hottest part of the summer. But right now I don't really care. We're gonna have plenty of crops, so if a couple of the turnips don't turn out, it's not a big loss. But if you're trying to kind of maximize everything, or if you don't have a lot of space for a farm, then might be something to consider. But all right, so we got everything planted. It's getting dark, but we're gonna go ahead and give everything just a little bath, especially over here. Those are all pretty dry, so I want to make sure I can get that nice and watered. Give them all a good start to their little seedling life. So I can play in Stardew Valley here. I think those are all good. So some of these have kind of bad growth speed, so they're eating up the nitrogen nutrients. These ones are almost done, so that's why they're kind of slowing down a little bit. But oh, that's weird. That one isn't slowing down, even though it has less. Okay. Well, I'm not going to try to make sense of that. Okay. So it's getting dark. So that was a pretty good little exploration phase there. So I do have seven boner soils, and we just need a log. Please tell me I have a log. I do. So you just take one log, take your knife, and you just whittle that sucker into a little wooden pan there. You can get all kinds of cool stuff from panning. So let me see. I'm gonna get as much inventory space as I can. I'm just gonna dump some of the stuff there I don't need. We'll go ahead and put me hoe back. So that's why I left this little piece of water here, just so we can. So you have to stand in the water while you're panning, but just kind of throw some of that down. You just grab some. Right click on it, and then right click again to sift it. So you can just go to town. So So I'm going to use the, this is something great to do at night. You can also do it with sand and gravel too. You can pan through that. It doesn't have as much cool stuff as the bony soil does, but you can still get like nuggets and other stuff. But always, you know, since I go ruin hunting all the time, I always have a decent amount of bony soil, so I hardly ever pan sand or gravel. Only time I really was, if I was struggling to find like surface copper or something to get that going, then I'd go shovel up a bunch of gravel and check that out. But yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and pan through this, and I'll show you all the cool shit that I get when I'm done. So I just finished panning up those 7 blocks of boner soil, and this is what I got. So I got 1 nugget of silver. You can also find gold. I did find a diamond, which we can go sell that to the trader. I found 1 rusty gear, 5 flax fibers, 3 flint arrowheads. Found some bones. Found these bony rib cages, which you can put on the ground and then just hit them. You'll get bones out of them. That was it. And then we got the this lore book. So if you kind of grab the book, put it in your inventory, you can read it. And then if you hit journal, it'll you know, have a little bit of lore. So there's a bunch of books and like scrolls and things you can find. So if you want to read that, go ahead and pause it and you can read it. I'm not reading it to you. I'm not your dad. It's not a bedtime story. So, all right, yeah. So that's what we got. You know, not bad. That's why it's always worth grabbing the boner soil. So, let's see. I'm just gonna go ahead and stash our silver and our diamond in there. So we're up to 2 gears now. We're still poor bees, but it's okay. As soon as we make the saw, we can make like little bookshelves, and then you can like kind of store those in a bookshelf. It just kind of looks cool, and you know, it's a more efficient storage for those things. Let's see, so with the bones, okay, cool. So I'm gonna end this episode here. Went through my copper shovel, so only had like 30 coppers left, so I'm using 20 of those to smelt up a new shovel here. But yeah, so in the morning we'll dig out some more charcoal. We'll go get some more copper, and then we'll get to smelting some tools, and you know, just advancing a little bit. Be able to make planks and wood blocks and all kinds of good shit. So let's go ahead and put that in there. So yeah, once again, thanks for coming along on this little journey. Not too exciting today, but we did some exploring. Kind of checked out the immediate area and found some interesting stuff, some traders, some ruins, and you know, it's what we do. So on the next one, we're gonna get back into copper stuff, and we'll start hammering out some stuff on the anvil. So yep, I got the plan. I do. But anyways, yeah, thanks for tagging along and checking that out. So I will see you on the next one. Bye.